Starting off with a great start with no water.
Go get your water then.
I'll get my water. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Okay.
What's today?
The 25th.
People get mad if I don't change this. And they start yelling at me. Then I get yelled at. Ew. Dehydrated. What is that?
Oh, no.
No, what happened? Did I lose you again?
No, no, I'm here. I just was changing my where I was at.
Okay. All right. Wicked Clown. Hello. You ready? Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Picture this. The sound of a wrestling ring bell echoing through a packed arena, the glow of a chunky CRT TV in the corner of the room, and a stack of VHS tapes labeled Royal Rumble 98, SummerSlam 94, and something scribbled on a marker that just says, "Do not tape over." That's the energy we're on today. Welcome back to my third place. Not home, not work, but that middle zone where nostalgia lives rent free and every conversation feels like rewinding a favorite tape just to hear the crowd pop one more time. I used to do that with The Rock, People's Elbow, and John Cena's You Can't See Me. Just rewind it back, higher the volume, and just let it go. Yeah. This week, we're doing something special. It's episode 279 and pulling double duty like a true tag team champion. You just heard her on the last episode, and she clocked right back in without even tagging out. It's your girl Menace stepping into the ring with me as we gear up for one of the biggest stops in the road to WrestleMania. Because on February 28th, 2026, the Elimination Chamber is coming home live from the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. The first one back in the United States since 2021. Can you believe that? And the
No?
first
That's
full and
crazy.
the first with a full crowd in attendance since 2020. Chicago is about to be loud, loud. Like, hold up. Turn the TV volume down so we can actually hear commentary loud. Stop messing with that.
It's falling out of my ear.
Is it falling off?
It is.
Okay. All right. This is the kind of
There.
event that would have. Okay. This is the,
I'm ready. I'm sorry.
the bells aren't.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm here now. Okay. Leanna's here now.
Hi, Leanna.
Hi. This is the kind of event that would have had us scrambling back in the day, calling friends on the landline, arguing about over predictions during commercial breaks, and begging somebody's parents to order the pay per view while we promised we'd pay them back later. We never did. Can you stop? I hate that bell. I gotta do it again. This is the kind of event that would have had us scrambling back in the day, calling your friends on the landline, arguing over predictions during commercial breaks, and begging somebody's parents to order the pay per view while we promised we'd pay them back later. We never did. And now it's streaming everywhere. ESPN app here in the US, Netflix internationally, WWE Network across parts of Europe, Supersport, Abema, but the feeling still the same. Still the edge of your seat, snack on the floor. Wait, did that just happen? Kind of hype. We're diving into full-on elimination chamber predictions, breaking down who's walking in, who's surviving those steel pods, and who might be punching their ticket straight to, you know what to do, WrestleMania glory or heartbreak. But that's not all on tonight's card. We're also talking about the Iron Claw now on Netflix, that emotional, gritty wrestling drama that had us feeling like we just watched a Dark Side of the Ring episode in cinematic form. We got an injury report that could shake up the chamber landscape. A wild question floating around the locker room. Could division be cursed? And a major tease that has the wrestling world buzzing. The Undertaker has reportedly chosen the next WWE Hall of Fame inductee. And if that wasn't enough chaos for one road to WrestleMania, Paul Heyman has issued an open challenge on behalf of Brock Lesnar. The question is simple but terrifying. Who is actually brave enough to answer the call? So yeah, tonight is wrestling chaos in the best way possible. No Greg this round, but Menace is here holding it down, pulling double duty like a champion who refuses to vacate the title. Predictions, nostalgia, side commentary, and probably at least one moment where we say, okay, but imagine this match happening in the Attitude Era. So lace up the boots, grab your championship belt or your popcorn, and settle into your third place because the chamber is calling and we got slots. All right. Iron Claws on Netflix. I haven't seen it on Netflix yet. I've seen it already though. It's a pretty great movie. Um, it it's sad. It's really sad.
Yeah.
It's the Bon Eric family movie.
Okay.
Oof. And highly recommend it. Just don't watch it alone. You start crying, and then it's like, oh my goodness. Especially towards the end, especially at the end, especially anywhere in there.
Nah, it's probably out one of those I want to watch by myself.
Yeah.
So I can't cry by myself.
Right, there you go. Did you watch Raw?
I did.
You did.
I did.
AJ Styles going to the Hall of Fame.
I am so surprised, so happy.
Love it.
I was like, it went, because, I didn't really think about it went out, but it makes sense that he did it because he's done all of the other ones. So why not? But I'm super excited.
Me too. I want to see what happens. He's probably the headliner.
Probably. Yeah. Well, no, Stephanie's going to be the headliner.
No.
Because, her husband's going to induct her and he takes an hour just to do that. So.
Never mind. Yeah, that's true. You're right. I'm going to turn into a whole podcast with Stephanie.
Yeah. So what do you want to talk about? They're going to bring her podcast to the Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry. My lights decided they wanted to die. So, and where I am is too dark, so I need the lights. There. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Sorry. Ma'am. Anyway. All right. Ready?
Ready.
Where are we? Injury report. I got division's all messed up.
Yeah.
Injury, Braun Breaker. He underwent hernia surgery, so he might be out for 4 to 6 weeks of recovery. And then Bronson Reed had a distal biceps tear, which means his bicep core, where it connects to his forearm. So that's going to be 3 to 6 months recovery.
I just read something that they're like, well, it depends on the severity. He could need, he's going to need surgery anyway. But they said the one report I saw, it said it could be something as little as 4 weeks, or it could be longer, depending on, how bad the tear is. I'm like, he just came back literally
Right.
from an ankle injury,
Mhm.
and now he tore his bicep.
Mhm.
Like, this is crazy.
Oh. Yeah. So that means that Paul Heyman is now has Logan Paul and Austin Theory. So Braun Breaker decides to come back in like a few weeks.
Yeah.
But then he brought in his plan B, Brock
Mhm. Yeah.
And so who will face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania?
I think it should be Obafemi.
Yeah. That's what everybody just said right there.
Yeah.
Obafemi,
Or you know what? Or give him or Rusev.
Hobbs.
Oh yeah, that could be a good one too.
Rusev? Hobbs. Well, Keys now, but Hobbs.
Royce Keys. I couldn't remember his last name. It's like Royce something.
Roy Keys.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Chris Jericho coming back or no? Probably not.
I don't know.
And the biggest shocker of Tuesday, the Ruka has finally broken up.
Aww. Yeah, I watched the highlights of that, and I was like, dang.
That was sad.
Yeah. And offer, why attack her before the match? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it made it easy for JC Jane, who she's like, I did it. And I'm like, you didn't do anything. You hit her one time. Meanwhile, Zarya F5'd her, speared her, So
Zarya versus Soul at the next event, and then we get Soul after WrestleMania.
You think so?
I hope so.
Yeah.
She's coming. Another blonde. Yeah.
Yeah, another blonde.
I mean, Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair, and now Soul. And then
Liv Morgan.
Oh my goodness. Like they're collecting blondes like they're collecting rings over there. Just give it more time for Izzy Dam to show up.
Yeah, she'll probably show up because then she could be with Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Well, because what doesn't she have a title?
I don't know. Oh yeah, the women's. Yeah.
I think is it the North American?
Yeah. The next
okay.
Week. Another thing I want to touch on. So we're all about lore here on the podcast. We bring up stuff that we said like a couple years ago, or in the chat. We just bring up stuff, kind of like when Jim Ross called the super kick the MMA kick at WrestleMania 9.
Okay.
So we just bring it up every other chance. Jalisha Rudy, how you doing? Hi. 2021, I think it was, or 2020, 2022, when we first started the podcast. We kept saying, me and Kashina Booker, who used to be around here as well, we kept saying, Trick Williams, whoop that trick. That's never gonna fly in WWE and on Raw or SmackDown. Yeah, I don't think that's ever gonna fly on a PG rated show, especially aimed at kids. And we just kept saying that, and I was like, I don't know. Like, all right, zoom in like what, a couple of years later, he's on the road. He's talking on talk shows about Trick, whoop that trick. Yeah, whoop that trick.
Yeah.
We whoop him. I'm Trick Daddy. Yeah, whoop him. and people are chanting his name, "Whoop that trick, whoop that trick,"
Yep.
and I'm just like, didn't we say this in 2022? It was never gonna happen, and look at it where we're at now.
Yeah.
That's funny. Hi, Jalisha. How you doing? How's your night going? So there's that. Uh, Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, we're ready for the Elimination Chamber stuff.
Yes.
2026, the Elimination Chamber takes place on Saturday, February 28th, 2026, at the United Center in Chicago. Home turf, home turf, home territory. The main card scheduled to start at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific, with pre-show coverage typically beginning 1 hour earlier. The event will stream on ESPN in the U.S. and Netflix nationally. This will mark the first Elimination Chamber event to be held in Chicago and the first to be held in the United States since 2021, but the first in the country with live fans in attendance since 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. As the 2021 event was held in a biosecure bubble called the Thunderdome. Good times, good times, good times. No fans. At the time
Yeah.
hosted at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida, while the following 4 events were held outside the United States. On November 13th, 2025, the venue was revealed to be United Center, marking the first televised WWE event of any kind at the arena since SummerSlam in 1994, as WWE traditionally held their Chicago event at Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois. It's true. I've been them. I've been to them.
Yeah.
I'm from here. The official theme song for the event will be Bodies by JID, Offset, BNYX, and Drowning Pool. Great track. Great track. I heard it the other night.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. It's Offset. It's Offset featuring JID. And
Okay.
then you hear Drowning Pool in the background. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. And I'm like, oh my God, this freaking track. I don't know who BNYX is, probably the mixer.
Okay.
But it was mostly Offset and JID. And then JID was in the it was a great track. You gotta listen to it.
Okay. I'll have to-
Um in 2011 and 2013, the event has been promoted as No Escape, No Escape. We always mention this every year. We have to mention it every year. We have to mention it on the podcast, even though we mention it every year. In 2011, since 2013, the event has promoted as No Escape in Germany, as it was feared that the name Elimination Chamber may remind people of gas chambers used during the Holocaust.
Mhm.
Thank you for the paper crane. I appreciate that. So yeah, there's that. Elimination Chamber, first match of the night. Well, no, we're not gonna say that. You want to go with the first Elimination Chamber or the second? The men's
First.
or the women's?
Let's go with the women's.
All right. Tiffany Stratton versus Rhea Ripley versus Alexa Bliss versus Asuka versus Kiana James. Kiana James made it.
Yeah, she did.
Wow. Versus Raquel Rodriguez.
She didn't make it.
Big rain. Appreciate that. And for the World Championship match at WrestleMania 42. What was that?
Sorry. I said she didn't make it.
She didn't make it.
Nope.
Qualifying matches for the Women's Elimination Chamber also began at the February 6th episode of SmackDown, also housed the triple threat matches across episodes of Raw and SmackDown. Tiffany Stratton earned the first spot by defeating Chelsea Green and Lash Legend.
Oh wait, yeah, she did make it.
On the following week,
my bad, she did.
On the following week, Raw, Rhea Ripley earned the second spot by defeating Ivy Nile and Lyra Valkyria.
That's right.
Did you?
Yeah, it was Monday.
Okay, I didn't.
She just made it.
She just made it.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss won the third spot by defeating Julia, and Zelina on the February 13th episode of SmackDown. I love that. Alexa faced those two girls that were her size.
Yeah, I know.
The little tiny girls. All right, the fourth spot was determined on the February 16th episode of Raw, where Asuka defeated Bayley and Natty. Okay, and then Kiana James won the fifth spot on the February 20th episode of SmackDown, defeating Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax. Wow, just trying to help. Thank you. While the final spot was determined on the February 23rd episode of Raw, where Raquel Rodriguez defeated Io Sky and Kairi Sane. Thanks, babe. All right. Who we have? Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Kiana James, Raquel Rodriguez. Who picked what? Who's going to WrestleMania? Alexa Bliss? Why is Alexa Bliss in here? Not Alexa Bliss. Never mind. Liv Morgan.
No,
Liv Morgan is facing
Stephanie.
Stephanie Becker. Okay.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah, she
we
picked
have-
Monday.
and then Jade Cargill.
So the winner gets Jade Cargill.
Um,
So with this one,
I'm gonna go with the person that has her storyline, Tiffany. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm going for Tiffany.
Sure.
I mean, there's mommy, but Tiffany.
You know, I was just saying, I told you before, I don't think they should have any of the champions in it.
Who's champion?
So Rhea's a champion
Okay.
because she's the tag team champion.
All right.
So not that I don't want her to have an extra belt, but I think it would be fair
Yeah.
if she didn't. But you know, I'll always say Rhea Ripley. I'll always say Rhea Ripley. But if I want it to be fair, I think they should push Kiana James. Let her, be the star. As if she does win, then she'll have a belt and Julia will have a belt, and maybe they'll leave the tag team belts alone. Or they'll both be like, oh, we're gonna be 2 belts, each have 2 belts. So but I'm gonna say Kiana James.
Kiana James, really?
Yeah.
I saw her when she first started out in
Yeah.
NXT with the country duo, the country team, the 3 of them. We used to make fun of them all the time. I forgot what their names, but it was one of the girls that is in JC's stable,
Okay.
and then 2 other guys in there as well. And
Oh,
we used to
okay.
call them Little Big Town.
Okay. Let's see.
But Kiana, yeah, she was in a storyline with them, and then she fell off, and then she got drafted, and we didn't see her for like a whole year, and now here we are with her.
Yeah.
We know the reason why we didn't see her for a whole year, because she had a little boost.
Oh, okay. Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's same thing with Tiffany.
Yeah.
The blondes had to get a little boost.
I guess so.
And had to put the job in there. So they're all like, yeah, Kiana James in here. Like, I need to see more of her for me. Like, all right, I'll vote for her. Raquel Rodriguez, maybe I can see her going up against Jade and like giving her a fight.
Well, the only thing is I really don't think it'll be anybody from Raw will win.
Yeah.
Because I guess they really haven't had a draft in a while, so they kind of let them just go wherever.
Whatever.
Because I know they were saying on Monday, that he's like, Bronson Reed's gonna win, and then he's gonna fight Drew, and then he's gonna beat Drew, and so now the Vision is gonna run SmackDown and Raw. So I'm like, well, I guess they probably all travel anyway, so it's not like it's any big deal for them to be on both shows. So
right. So final, you still got Kiana James.
Yeah.
All right.
And you say Tiffany.
I'm saying Tiffany or Raquel.
Okay.
just because I want to see Raquel get up there with like the big girl, and then
Yeah.
Tiffany continue the storyline, get your belt back, and please turn heel.
And be heel, right?
And be a heel.
And stop clutching your stomach so much.
Next one. Okay. Elimination Chamber for the Undisputed W Championship at WrestleMania 42. Randy Orton versus LA Knight versus Cody Rhodes versus Javon Evans versus Trick Williams versus Jey Uso. On February 6th, SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis announced that qualifying matches for Elimination Chamber would begin on that night's SmackDown, with further qualified across episodes of Raw and SmackDown. Contested as triple threat matches, Randy Orton earned the spot in the men's match by defeating Aleister Black and Solo. The second spot was earned by LA Knight on the February 9th episode of Raw, defeating Austin Theory and Penta. Cody Rhodes won the third spot on the February 13th episode of SmackDown, defeating Jacob Fatu and Sami Zayn. The fourth spot was earned by Javon Evans, who defeated Dominic Mysterio and Gunther. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On the February 16th episode of Raw, Trick Williams claimed the fifth spot, defeating Carmelo Hayes and Damian Priest on the February 20th episode of SmackDown, while Jey Uso earned the final spot on the February 23rd episode of Raw by defeating Bronson Reed in the original Grande Americano. Well, Bronson was supposed to win that match. We know that.
Yeah.
So, because he suffered that little injury, this would have been a lot different here.
Mhm.
Randy Orton versus LA Knight versus Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans versus Trick Williams versus Bronson Reed. If we had seen Bronson in here, I would have said him.
But you know what? I kind of like every guy that's in here. You know,
Whose belt is this?
you know what? I really appreciate them pushing Trick Williams and pushing Javon Evans.
Yeah, whose belt is this for?
Who's what?
Whose belt is this for?
Drew.
Drew?
Mhm.
Okay, so shit. I'm
So I
now-
know. I mean, I love him, but I don't want to see Cody. I don't want
No.
to see Cody win.
I
No,
don't want to see Cody either.
I want
Oh,
either Trick Williams or Javon Evans to win, because I think
great.
this would be, give them their moment. I think because they're both really good wrestlers. I will say I'm impressed by Javon Evans for how old he is and how resilient he is.
Yeah.
He's doing amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think either him or Trick.
I'm gonna say Randy.
You say Randy?
I'm gonna say Randy. This
Okay.
Randy Orton.
Yeah.
This Randy Orton. Yeah. Everybody's gonna go with LA Knight. Everybody's saying LA Knight because they want him to.
Oh,
win.
sure. Oh, sure.
Jay. I don't wanna
Again,
see him in
he's a
there anymore.
champion already.
Yeah, he's a champion already. I don't wanna see him in there anymore.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Jay. I think Jay is awesome. He's come a long way. I really saw how much growth he's had being a single star. Yeah, but I think now they're trying to just keep him and his brother together. So
I'm gonna say Randy.
say Randy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We'll say Randy
Okay.
versus Drew. Yeah, I totally see that. Why not? And Cody will
Hey,
have
like I
a
said-
battle with Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I saw another podcaster. He was saying Trick Williams, and he said, but Jacob's going to be involved.
Of course.
So he's going to cause Cody to lose his match. So then it'll be Cody versus Jacob at WrestleMania. So I was like, you know what? That doesn't actually sound like a bad idea. I like it. I'm like, I told him, I said, I like that prediction. But I was thinking the same thing. I want to see Trick Williams or Javon Evans
Mhm.
advance. I don't know if they'll let them win. I think it would be awesome because then it would show, if they were really as good, if they can carry the weight of that title. Yeah. So.
All right. Who's next? Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee for the Women's IC Championship. On the September 5th, 2025 episode of SmackDown, AJ Lee returned to WWE for the first time since 2015, aiding her husband CM Punk against Becky Lynch and her husband Seth Rollins. Lee and Punk defeated Lynch and Rollins in a mixed tag team match at WrestlePalooza, where Lee forced Lynch to submit. Following a brief hiatus, Lee returned on November 17th episode of Raw, distracting Lynch to cost her the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. At Survivor Series War Games, both women were part of opposite teams in the Women's War Games match, where Lee's team won after she forced Lynch to submit once again. Lynch regained the title on the Raw on Netflix anniversary show. On the February 9th episode of Raw, Lee returned from another brief hiatus, much to Lynch's dismay. Lynch asked Lee if she wanted to face her at the Elimination Chamber in Chicago, where Lee resides. Lee mentioned that since she had already beaten Lynch twice, it would make her the number one contender for the title, which Lynch denied. Lee then teased that she would go back home if she could not fight for the title and refused the match. However, Lynch eventually agreed to defend the title against Lee at the event. AJ hasn't lost. They're not going to let Becky lose the third time, will they?
I don't know. Hey, they've had it happen before.
And then Becky goes
on a rampage.
Becky crashes out.
No.
I mean, do I want to see AJ Lee full time?
You know what you want to say.
I want to say it.
Just say what you want to say.
I'm going to say Becky.
You're going to say Becky, huh?
Yeah, I love AJ, of course.
I know you do.
One Chicago person gets to win that night.
Oh, you know what?
They're not going to give us they're not going to give us the two Chicago people and they're winning. No. They're going to be rude. They're going to be like, well, here's AJ. Well, there goes AJ.
Yeah.
Who else from Chicago on the card? Nobody else. That's it. And then the final one. But then again, okay. We're good. Who's Punk and Balor facing at WrestleMania?
No, they're facing that Elimination Chamber.
Who are they facing at WrestleMania if they win?
Roman.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Yeah. There we go.
How could you forget?
And then Becky versus AJ, of course. Becky, of course, your shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say Becky. She retains.
Okay. I think Becky's gonna. I'm gonna say Becky too, but only because the referee isn't gonna see her tap.
She can do one.
And AJ's gonna, release her hold, and then Becky's gonna cheap shot her and win.
Thank you. Have a great night, Jalissa. Yeah. Becky's gonna win. I can't believe we just agreed on that.
I guess you're wearing me down, huh?
Okay. All right. Final match of the night. Obviously, it's gonna be the main event. CM Punk versus Finn Balor World Championship match. On the January 12th, 2026 episode of Raw, Judgment Day member Finn Balor was confronted by stablemate Liv Morgan after she noticed that Balor had become complacent and had not made any moves to pursue a title. Morgan also claimed that Balor was not serious about backing his claim of carrying the group on his back and winning the title, which Balor previously stacked as his goal for 2026. This led to Balor interrupting World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk later that night, who recalled that Punk stated that Balor was one of the people he wanted to face after winning the title and that Saturday night's main event in November 2025, following an exchange of words. Hold up. We recall that Punk stated that Balor was one of the people he wanted to face after winning the title at Saturday night's main event in November 2025. Following an exchange of words, Punk agreed to a title match on that night's episode. However, Balor wanted a match to happen the following episode on his home country of Ireland, which Punk agreed. Punk retained the title and showed respect to Balor afterwards. The following week, Balor also showed respect to Punk, who stated that Balor should win the Royal Rumble match to earn a rematch at WrestleMania 42. However, when Balor declared to Raw general manager Adam Pearce that he would be entering the match, Pearce stated that all the spots were full, which infuriated Balor. Later that night, Balor attacked Punk during his title defense. 2 weeks later on Raw, Balor interrupted Punk's scheduled interview with Michael Cole to challenge Punk for the title at Elimination Chamber in Punk's hometown of Chicago. Pearce denied Balor's request, not wanting to jeopardize Punk's title defense against Royal Rumble winner Roman Reigns after WrestleMania 42. Punk appeared and agreed to defend the title against Balor at the event, and Pearce begrudgingly made the match official. That'd be crazy if Finn wins and it ends up being Finn versus Roman and Punk.
Okay.
Triple threat match. And that's how Roman wins it.
You think so?
Another streak? Another winning streak? No.
He said no.
No. CM Punk wins. I'm gonna say it. CM Punk wins.
I think I'm gonna say CM Punk too, because I think they really want Roman versus CM Punk.
Somebody has to interfere in this in order for that to happen.
Maybe JD McDonough.
There you go. And then
because
Dominic
they're showing there's dissension, going on. So
of course, it always is.
So let's see.
So let's go back. Who was the masked man all this time? We're never gonna find out unless Logan Paul and Austin Theory continue to do the stuff.
To be honest, so I've seen what rumors are.
Ooh.
And the rumor is that it's Grayson Waller, but he's holding the place of Seth.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're the same.
But I'm like, well, it don't make sense to me why it would be Grayson Waller. But they're saying, oh, this is the reason why. It's because look at this. Look, I guess he wears specific shoes, and he was in Australia.
Yeah.
And had those shoes on. So like no one else can wear those shoes, kind of thing. I'm like, whatever. But I guess it kind of gives Grayson Waller some purpose, because he's not really doing anything. Him and New Day, they're not really doing anything. Let's see. Woods is hurt. Yeah. So him and Kofi should be fighting, as a tag team.
Yeah.
But they're not doing none with them. So I'm like, I guess he needs something to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it would be hilarious to me if he actually stayed the masked man and Austin Theory demasked him.
Oof.
And then maybe they start a feud.
It was
because they used to be partners. So
it was Grayson. It was Grayson all along.
Yeah, it's Grayson.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
Yeah. He's like, you're trying to be like me. So But
Yeah. All right, I get that. Um, let's go over the matches again. Men's Elimination Chamber for the Undisputed WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 42. Randy Orton versus LA Knight versus Cody Rhodes versus Javon Evans versus Trick Williams versus Jey Uso. I picked Randy.
I said either Trick or Javon.
Trick or Javon.
Mm-hmm.
Women's Elimination Chamber for the World Championship match at WrestleMania 42. Tiffany Stratton versus Rhea Ripley versus Alexa Bliss versus Asuka versus Kiana James versus Raquel Rodriguez. I said Tiffany Stratton or Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah. I said Kiana James or Rhea.
Rhea. All right.
Yeah.
For the Women's IC Championship, Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. I said Becky. I'm sorry.
I said Becky too.
I apologize. I'm sorry. No, Chicago and all that stuff, but I'm sorry. And for the World Championship match, CM Punk versus Finn Balor. I said Punk.
I said Punk too.
All right. Okay. That's what's happening. Where are we at? 40 minutes? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go, a little shout out to a few people that joined that subscribed to this podcast, because I just saw notifications about it. That doesn't tell me who it is, but it just notifies you there's another number on there. So I was like, all right,
okay.
Thank you very much for subscribing. Ever since I changed the names of the episodes to just a full SEO stuff,
Mm-hmm.
where you can instead of having episode titles, just have the actual titles on there, we gotten a lot of hits. Woke up to Monday morning after the last episode to 10 downloads.
Nice.
We're at 15 downloads on that one.
Woo-hoo.
All of us in there.
Awesome.
I mentioned a few weeks ago that Hong Kong is listening.
Right.
Is doing that. Not only Hong Kong, but there's also another, and it is Costa Rica.
Oh, nice.
So we
Guess you have to do a Spanish episode.
Gracias por los que nos están oyendo en Costa Rica. Muchas gracias. Os lo agradezco mucho. Yeah, that's about it. So good. So overall downloads is 24,379.
Wow.
We could be getting 25 downloads by April and then 30 downloads by the end of the year or before the end of the year.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be another celebration over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's about it, right? That's enough. We're good.
What do you think about the crate?
The what?
The crate that was delivered to Raw and then SmackDown and then Raw and going back. What do you think about that?
It went back to SmackDown. Give it to the people over there. There's Victor saying he's watching me on YouTube. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that.
Hi, Victor.
Who's in the crate? What's in the box?
Yeah.
What's in the box? I don't know, but the fact that Johnny Gargano is just sleeping on top of it, on top of every box imaginable, even during meet and greets, he's just laying on top of stuff.
He's just keeping this going, huh?
Yeah.
He's that depressed about a stolen mask.
No, he's more depressed about his best friend leaving to another company.
Oh, yeah, I'd be depressed too.
He says, "Hope I can join you someday as a guest." Hey, no problem, brother. We can soon, hopefully. Yeah. Might motivate me to get my stuff going again. Hey. Okay. So what do you think it is? The crate. What are we trying to do here? Are we trying to get probably a band? Fozzy band?
I don't know. It's so unexpected. I think they're trying to keep us, the element of surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it's not a person, because
that person's been living in that box for going
on 2 weeks.
Going on 2 weeks. Hey, we've gotten an egg at Survivor Series, so
Yeah.
it could be worse.
So I don't know. Maybe it's a clue, to somebody coming. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I was like, trying to think, what could it be? What could it be? What could it be?
What could it be? What could it be?
But we'll find out on Saturday, because
Is that what they're going to open it?
yes.
Oh, okay.
What's
they
his
could have
name?
opened it now.
No, because it says do not open until the
Oh,
28th.
All right.
So Adam Pearce is like, put it back on the truck and take it to Chicago. He's like, we will open it there together. Me and Aldous. So that means they're going to have to, I wonder if they'll do it on the pre-show.
Better not be something dumb. Freaking worst that could happen is we get Hornswoggled again.
Oh.
We get a computer on there. Like ding, ding. The anonymous general manager.
Maybe.
All right. You ready to head out?
Yeah.
It was a short episode. Then again, it's a short.
I know.
It's a short.
That's okay. That's okay.
We're like, I don't like these short pay-per-views anymore.
Yeah, after watching the old PLEs, I'm like, gosh, we were spoiled. And then I stopped watching,
Yeah. Which pay-per-view did you watch?
I watched Survivor Series 07.
07? All right.
So I got to see a bunch of the divas fights. And then, it was a very short match, but, and then I got to see Batista.
Yeah.
Who I never got to see before. So I was like, okay.
Oh. Yeah.
And then what else did I get to see? I got to see CM Punk fight a young CM Punk.
With the hair?
So, yep.
With hair? So
his hair was like down here. Well, he was an ECW, so what was he?
Face. He was a face.
Okay, so he's face.
So he's just freshly babyface coming in here.
And it was weird watching him fight Miz and Morrison.
Oh. He's way beyond that now.
So we can talk about that in our next episode.
Yeah, no. Next episode we'll talk about it.
If you want. So
bring it up. Yeah, I gotta rewatch it because I don't remember anything from that era.
Yeah.
All right.
But it was seven matches, so
7 matches?
Mm-hmm.
Went by real quick. All right. You ready to go?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. And just like that, the ring bell fades out. The crowd noise lowers. We're left standing in that quiet after the chaos, still replaying spots in our heads like we're flipping channels on a late night wrestling block. Episode 279 with Menace pulling double duty, holding it down like a true main eventer. We ran through our Elimination Chamber predictions, talked injuries, cursed visions, Hall of Fame whispers, and the open challenge hanging in the air like a steel chair nobody wants to be the first to grab. But before we close the ropes on this one, let's not forget the main event on the calendar. Elimination Chamber, February 28, 2026, live from United Center in Chicago, Illinois. Road to WrestleMania officially in full sprint mode. Mark the date, set the reminders, text the group chat now so nobody says, wait, that was tonight. Shout out to the M3P community because we already know as soon as this episode drops, the predictions are going to start flying. Some of you are confident, some of you all are chaotic, and a few of you are absolutely booking matches in your head like it's 99, and you just discovered a creator wrestler mode for the first time. Okay. Menace.
Yes.
Before we really go,
yes.
Take that breath with me. In and out. Whatever the week threw at you, noise, stress, hot takes, real life plot twist, you don't have to carry all of it this moment. This is your M3P. This is your third place. Not home, not work, just space where nostalgia, conversation, community meet in the middle and pull up a folding chair. and then you hit somebody with it. So until next time, keep the predictions bold, your take spicy, and your popcorn ready, because we all know y'all love popcorn. And as we head out, just go ahead and do it with me one more time. That's time. That's WrestleMania season calling our name.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the other side of the road there. But thank you for hanging out with me. Appreciate it. And that was it. We'll see you next time. You all have a great night. Enjoy your evening and enjoy your weekend. And have fun. Enjoy Elimination Chamber. And order some food.